Hi, my name is Liz Thompson, and today we just finished part of the Diversity Brown Bag series at the Urban Transportation Center. And so what we talked about today was around the communities who identify as lesbian, gay, bisexual, transgender, queer communities using the urban transportation that we have in Chicago. And so we initially started with basic working vocabulary, really highlighting the differences between assigned biological sex, gender identity, gender expression, and also sexual orientation. And so we know that language and terms are always evolving, but we do want to make sure that folks know that there is a difference between who you're attracted to, who you love, meaning sexual orientation, versus how you identify as female, male, transgender male, and even genderqueer. Moving from the basics of vocabulary and terminology, then we also looked at some of the more specific issues that we saw of LGBTQ people and urban and Chicago transportation. So some of those highlights were the youth who identify as LGBTQ and using the train or buses. We know that approximately 40% of homeless youth also identify as LGBTQ. So when a youth is kicked out of their home or maybe just doesn't feel safe in their home, that sometimes they also might seek refuge in other spaces of Chicago, and also using the train even as sort of like that second or third home. And so what does that mean when a person who is already traumatized at their house or home or family with homophobia and heterosexism, then what does that mean then when they're using the CTA, as well as another identity of just being a young person, you know, kind of being and being faced with ageism as well. There's hate crimes on a bus or CTA, and all the different roles people play. So if there's a hate crime, a violent or even verbal situation, and it's due to one's gender identity or sexual orientation, you know, what role does the bystander play? What role does the train conductor or bus driver play? What role does the CTA play as far as having their policies of non-discrimination very overtly said on the bus or train? And so there's been